speechless, no words. Leaving speechless, no. Coming in first and third.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Watson's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Faking the give. Now Watson. Right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56, 56.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Singletary. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now we've got to good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Coming left, it's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Second and short now following the fumble. Now it's Freeman. Bulldozes past him and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Freeman shreds the tackle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Running right through him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
28, Bills 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun, here's Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He's got the first down and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Watson on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Texans are going to have a first. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw is Watson. This one left side caught by Collins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
On 1st down, Singletary. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Eric Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Allen. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll give the Bills a 1st down. Allen. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. Allen to Beasley, 1st down Buffalo. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. tie.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
108 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. This is Freeman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here's Freeman again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll get this complete to Collins.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Watson. Pass caught by Hooper.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watson.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage? You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle.